All right. All right. Welcome to the show. It is Friday night, the last Friday of the month. It is heading into October, getting into the next couple of days. So, not seeing too much again to worry about for right now. Tonight, quiet. Next several days, quiet. Not much going on in the tropics. Looking good. There is a chance of some rainfall heading into the forecast by about this time next week, but currently seeing little, if anything, anywhere near the area where it comes to anything in the way of precipitation. So for right now, things again going to be on the quiet side. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. Welcome to the Friday night edition of News 12's video weather blog, Weather Overtime. We'll continue again to see the conditions continue again for the next several days. Little, if anything, going to be expected to change as we get into next several days. Maybe the chance of some rain by this time next week. Take that with an enormous grain of salt because right now, again, things can change. And with long range forecasts, that's the way they often do out there. Thanking my co anchor, Andrew Harrison, catching the view of these clouds moving in front of a large burst of wind as thunderstorms rolled through the area a couple of days ago. So seeing that gust front moving on through, kind of a nice little spectacular shot, and looking over the top of Lookout Mountain. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew, for that. If you've got pictures, we are running a little low. We could use a few more of them, so go ahead and send them in to us at pictures@wdef.com. We'd love to see what you're seeing, so go ahead and send them in to us as soon as you can. Give us a description. You can remain anonymous if you wish, but just a little bit extra on the information would help so we're not making things up about what we're seeing and where you were. So please head that through. Bailey's Heating and Air Camera from downtown Chattanooga, looking good all the way out to Lookout Mountain, very much on the quiet side for tonight. Island Cove Marina and Resorts, quiet, a few very high thin clouds, but otherwise moonlit water and very calm, hardly any wind out there for this evening. You can see a little bit of a breeze taking place. Looks like maybe a boat went through there not too long ago, so a little bit of activity there. Looking back over the area of Lee Point, where sunset was a little hazy out there, and looks like Sylvester the Spider borrowing the camera for just a little bit. From the News 12 studios in downtown Chattanooga on the veteran-owned Patriot Concrete camera, very quiet again and dry, good visibility there. Usually at this time frame, we get a very decent amount of traffic on 75 north to 24 west, and the second phase of the bridge replacement construction just west of this area, heading toward downtown Chattanooga across the ridge. That's where we're going to be seeing the potential of maybe some more backups in the next several weeks. TDOT put out the information there about what's to be expected. So moving along well, decently moderate traffic for Friday night, but we will see the potential for more traffic problems coming up in the near future. And from our Chattanooga Theater Center area on the North Shore, looking back across the Tennessee River, the Speedy's Total Car Care camera showing a very quiet evening out there, and traffic not doing too bad. A few folks out and about for a nice evening stroll in Coolidge Park, Chattanooga downtown, otherwise quiet. On the warm side, dew points are a little higher, so we do have a little bit more sultry conditions out there for the time being, but on the whole, it's a beautiful evening out there for right now. Sportsman's forecast, average day for going out and catching a fish, warm and mostly sunny, but otherwise winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Likewise, for a round of golf, you're going to be heading out the door tomorrow in the morning, some patchy fog. That'll be your best bet for getting anything in the way of a good game of golf in. It's going to be much warmer in the afternoon, and heat index temperatures maybe a degree or two over the regular temperatures, but beyond that, we're not really seeing too much of anything to be concerned with. Rainy and windy and a lot of very inclement weather for the northeastern United States. We'll take a look at that coming up here in just a little bit. Not seeing great conditions for being outdoors in the course of the last couple of days. We have seen a lot in the way of moisture out across the northeastern United States, and New York has been getting its fair share. Hang on a second while I put this thing into motion and give you an idea as to what's going on. Here we had some thunderstorms roll through earlier, but we do not have much of anything at this point where it comes to anything involved in lots of rainfall. Looking back to the north and east, if you're traveling up that direction, you may want to think about the potential of checking in to see what's going on, because this stream of moisture that has been going on across portions of the northeastern United States, it's been very powerful. New York City has picked up 8 to 12 inches of rainfall and just getting a little bit of a break in the last couple of hours, but all that rain heading up across New England. So if you've got any travel plans tonight, early tomorrow, could be some slowdowns going on there, so please keep that in mind. In the meantime, what we have is very dry conditions. The clouds from earlier are gone, and little, if anything, I think going to be expected anytime soon. But there is that chance of rainfall out there for the course of the next couple of days toward the end of the week, but nothing soon. This one storm system we have here, that's going to be just sort of washing out in the atmosphere. Multiple storm systems lined up across the northwestern and the north central U.S. Those are going to be going across the country. High pressure doing a good job in the southern half of the country of keeping things calm, dry, and quiet. Tonight, no problems, a few clouds, again, some patchy fog. Lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s, mid to upper 80s, a little toasty for Saturday afternoon. For Sunday morning, about the same as Saturday morning, upper 50s to lower 60s, back in the 80s again as we head towards Sunday, and then into early Monday afternoon, another day in the 80s. Great weather for kids heading home from school, and no problem at all with the bus route out there. On the Food City certified Angus beef on the grill cast, tonight has come and gone, but into the weekend, you're going to be getting temperatures about the same. Great weather for outdoor activities. No problems at all being seen at this time, and the dry weather is going to continue. The Climate Prediction Center is showing a little bit above average potential for rainfall, and that is decently good news at this time, because we have seen a pretty good amount of new wildfires popping up. Lots of new ones in just the last 24 hours. All those bright red circles show where the latest ones were, and we need some more rainfall out there. We may be catching some in the next several days on the extended forecast, but notice again as we go through the time frame here, we're not looking at too much of anything until Friday, when some fractured amounts of rainfall come on through by about Friday, and that's really about as much as we get. Beyond that, we're back to dry weather for the second week of October, and that, again, is not going to get us too much of anything. So I would expect the wildfire risk is going to be going up, and the potential, again, for maybe some more smoke out of that. That is something else to really take a look at, especially if you have outdoor plans out there. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on in the 7-day. Again, all the way across the board, when things don't change over a long period of time, that's called persistence forecasting, and that is exactly what we have here. Tons of sunshine, next best chance of clouds coming up on Friday, and then we see a slim chance of some showers. I'm not confident about this. There is the potential of it, but beyond that, again, that's as good as the potential as we get. In the meantime, temperatures remain the same. Temperatures back into around the 50s and 60s for lows, so numbers remain the same all the way into the foreseeable future, so just really not much changing into the next several days all the way on through. That chance of rainfall coming up, again, not much of anything there, but we'll watch and see what happens. Now would be a good time to program your weather radio, get it ready to go just in case, and we can help you do that. WDEF.com/weather for more there. Have to thank Maria Barnett and the students, staff, faculty of Chattanooga Christian, just across the walkway here on Broad Avenue. Went there today to talk to the 4th grade class, talked to a couple classes there, and had a great time answering questions. Had so many questions that we just had to put a kibosh on that. So unfortunately didn't get to everybody, but that's cool. That shows you're curious. So if you'd like to have us in your classroom, please let us know. Send us a note from the Food City Weather in the Classroom program. And all you have to do is go to wdef.com/weather to find out more there. Would love to see, again, more invitations coming our way, so stay tuned for more on that. That should pretty much do it for tonight. It's a quiet night. It's not much going on, and the weekend looks good all the way through, so I think we've got everything pretty well covered for tonight on there. I'll have your forecast online, wdef.com/weather through the weekend, and of course, meteorologist Todd Heislip will be here through the weekend as well. Stay tuned for more with News 12 on air and online through the weekend into next week, and we'll see you around. Have a great and safe weekend, and keep it tuned to News 12 for more.